Good morning again. I don't finish my story about Miracle at Marathon, so this is Miracle at Marathon Part 2. I was interrupted again. I had to stop because they brought me the change from what I bought. And I got to witness person to another person and say, God gives gifts to be used and enjoyed. He gives us salvation. And we say thank you, that we accept it. Now, I gave them a tip and told the other lady, now split that tip. And she said, no, no, no. And I explained it to her, and she went on. She was happy with that explanation. She understood. But then the lady who cooks took a cigarette break, and she stepped outside, and she came over to the car, and she said, here's your change. So God gave me another opportunity to witness, and I explained what had happened with my leg and how I was appreciative and how God made it possible for me to get in the car and drive to the marathon. And she was blessed, not just by the tip, but by what I was doing. And I said, we need to all witness and give a chance for people who may not know Jesus, who may not understand salvation. This is the Great Commission. I hear Pastor Greg Laurie on the radio and the TV talk about the Great Commission, and I committed to doing that, but it wasn't time. I didn't experience everything I needed to experience to be able to share, and I was scared. But now I'm not scared anymore. Because when people come by me, I can open up with something that I like to do, which is I like to just make people laugh and smile. And so I start out like that. And then I say, let me tell you what God has done for me. That's the way we learn how to witness to people. We don't jump in there and say, are you saved? Do you know the Lord? I mean, that turns a lot of people off. So I try to gently go into it. And like I've told you before, my brother says, be careful because people carry guns and they will shoot you. And I explained to him that I am not scared of getting shot in the name of Jesus. Jesus died on the cross, and he wasn't, well, he may have been scared because he was human, but he did it. He did his job for the Father. And now my job is to do this. And I'm not scared. I hope it doesn't come to pass, but I am ready to face it if that's the price I need to pay. So anyway, I'll get back to the point. It's hard for me to stay on point, but then that's what I like about making these YouTube videos or going live. If you're watching this and you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. It won't offend me. Even if I knew you were doing that, it wouldn't offend me because we hear what we want to hear when we need to hear it. So I explained it and told her about the love of God, and she agreed. And then she told me before she left the side of my car, I love you for doing what you're doing. I said, it's our job to do that, and we can do it with joy. She said, I'm here. Anytime you want anything, I'll bring it to your car. I said, well, hopefully within about a month, I'll have an ultralight wheelchair that I can get out, unload, and go in myself, because I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. There you have it. Well, I've witnessed enough, I think, this morning. My hash browns are going to be ice cold. I got to go home and take the sausage biscuit to my father-in-law. I love you, Terrence.